Thank you. Thank you.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are live.
Oh, we are live.
All right. Welcome to GeekTalk. My name's Caroline. I'm a content creator here at WebinarGeek. And today I've got with me...
Jan Willem, content creator at WebinarGeek.
And of course, we have a guest for this episode, which is episode number 8. And that is... Whoops, I kept saying episode 8. This is episode 9. Enjoy.
Stefan, and I'm an account executive here at WebinarGeek.
Exactly. Yeah. It sounds so pretty.
Yeah,
your
it's
title.
a nice title. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
like
feel it as well.
Feel it. Yeah, you feel it.
Before I was a growth hacker, also sounds interesting.
Yeah, true.
But account executive, more distinguished sound to it.
Yeah.
Is that in the word account or executive?
I think it's the word executive that does the trick.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Love
Yeah.
it.
I think it is. I saw the official name for our title, which is not content creator.
Oh.
It's called a content operator.
Content operator.
Yeah,
Well, I have to say, I think creator.
it fits better.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with, and now I see that on LinkedIn, that content creator is also people that post a line on, like a text on LinkedIn on a post, they're also called creator.
Yeah.
And they have the thing like the creator economy. So there's this massive shift in there. So, yeah.
But I think if we look at what you guys do, we can definitely call you guys creators.
Yeah.
Or Jedi's.
Make something magnificent out of
or
nothing.
Content Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, magicians.
Magicians.
Oh,
Geeks.
okay.
Content geeks.
Hold on. We're going way too far in the geeky side right now.
Already.
And before we drill off to some faraway land, I want to know, Stefan, what is it that makes you a geek?
Well, I have to be honest, and I didn't really think of myself as a geek. But if I really look into it, I always have like a passion for sneakers, and that's something that used to be completely offline. I spent nights camping outside of stores, waiting for the launch of a new shoe so that I can buy it. But now it's completely shifted, this whole business, and now it's more like a game of having as much devices as I can, as much screens as I can have open at the same moment at a time that a shoe is launching, just to increase my chances to get them. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's not even only myself. I also instruct other people to log in for me and try to get them. So it's really more like an online sport right now.
But this is all limited edition shoes, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And limited edition as in they come online at Wednesday morning at 10 and then they're gone at
10:01.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
I was thinking 11. But
No,
it goes really
it's
fast.
crazy. Yeah, you have like a waiting line, and it's not even sure that you're gonna get one. So sometimes I'm waiting for like half an hour, and then they say, yeah, unfortunately we are sold out. There's nothing for you left.
And what is the amount of the amount of the stock for one shoe?
That depends. So if they are really limited, and of course they don't even tell you how many they are going to drop. Yeah. And the difficult thing is they're also dropping in some stores. You don't always know beforehand which stores are going to get what sizes. Yeah. So it's really difficult. It's really a sport. The only thing is that it's destroyed a little bit by people that only use it to trade. So they use like bots to also stand in a waiting line, and then if they get the shoe, they immediately put it on another marketplace to sell it to the highest bidder for enormous prices.
Yeah, it's for them. It's not a passion, passion project or a passion product, but more like a business. A business.
It is a business.
It's reselling,
and you can make a lot of money with it. You know, I'm more like placing them into my collection and wear them.
That's cool.
Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are a lot of people that only use it to resell to make a lot of money.
I think we see the same with concert tickets.
Definitely.
Because, of course, you have to wait in line until like 10 something, whatever. And then it's go time, especially for big concerts. Yeah. And whenever you don't get tickets and you look on Marktplaats, for example, or Ticket Swap something, you can see the tickets going for like 3 times the original price.
It's crazy, but I think it's good that they are looking now into ways to kind of lucked that out.
Yeah.
So especially concert tickets, you really now have to put them on name. They release them like one day before the concert is, so you can't do anything with it. For the shoes, it's a little bit less.
Yeah.
For what I've seen right now, you have like CAPTCHA games to lock out the bots. That works a little bit, but of course the resellers are just like me, working with 10 devices on the line, so they still have a high chance. And it's still like a betting game.
Yeah, it is. It is a betting game. Sport. Yeah.
But
hunt.
You do have a great collection, right?
Yeah, and I also have to say the feeling if you get one.
True.
That's a great feeling. You know, and then they also give you like a really nice message, like, you got it.
Oh, yeah,
and then I think, now
I'm a Willy Wonka ticket.
Now I'm on top of the world. I got it. So that is great.
Yeah,
that's cool. So besides account executive, you're sneaker hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. Sneak geek.
Yeah.
Sneak geek. Yeah, I love that.
And it's also like a short line to the origin story of the company, of course. So
true.
That also has to do a little bit with the same.
Yeah. Do you want to elaborate on that, because we haven't told that before?
Yeah, I think I can tell a little bit. Yeah. Maybe it's a nice story because for the people at home who watch this who aren't familiar with the company or the story, the company was actually founded by my older brother, and he is also one with a fanatic passion about sneakers. I think he infected me with the virus, to be honest. And he founded this company for a big amount based on money that he made by selling a big part of his shoe collection.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not going to mention the brand of the shoes because, it's not a commercial, of course.
Let's not do that. We're not sponsored by anyone, so.
Definitely. But that is the origin story of the company, and it's really close one to myself as well, because a big part of the shoes that he sold, I was wearing them. He not. He always keep them nice and clean in the box, and when he wasn't watching, I sneaked them on my feet.
Sneaked into his room to get some sneakers out of that.
Yes, definitely.
So you were wearing his prized possessions, and then he decided, okay, well, you know what, I'm gonna like.
Yeah, and he wasn't.
I'm gonna punish you, and now you have to work for me.
Yeah. Well, it's not a punishment at all. I have to say, it's really nice. But that is how it all began for me. Yeah. He really infected me with that passion.
And I think it's great to see, because his passion, which he originally started WebinarGeek with, I think, of course, it infected you because it's your older brother, but it also affects everyone else in the company. And I think the fact that we are all so passionate about working here and doing our job and making sure that we care for the product, we care for our customers, is something that also shows off to the customers and potential leads and stuff. And I think you have a lot to say about that, because you're the one that's building connections and making sure that potential leads or customers are always aware of what is happening here at WebinarGeek. So how does that work?
Well, for me, I think the most important thing is like having that personal touch, that personal feeling. So, for example, sharing this story is a really personal story for me, because it is something that goes way back in my life. And it's really close to me. But because of that and our relationship, it's also really close to the company and the origin. And I think what is most important for potential customers of our company is that they are not doing business with a company, they are doing business with people. And for me, it's really important to have like this personal connection with all the people that I talk to. I try to have this personal connection, so share things that I experienced myself, even if it's about webinars, things that maybe went wrong in my own experience while hosting webinars. And I think it really gives them like a more trustworthy feeling of the company, because they know they have seen a face behind the company. They know that I'm a person too. I can make mistakes as well. But they also know that I will go to extremist lengths to make sure that they are successful with hosting webinars. And I do whatever it takes to make sure that happens. So if they have questions or they want me to demo things to them or show them things, I'm more than happy to do so.
Yeah, and I think that's well reflected in not only saying that but also doing it, because you see it as a company, we host webinars where people see us on screen explaining how it works. There's many other tools where that might not be the case, or they're sending emails. With webinars, it's already way more personal. The other great example of this, what I have in mind right now, is that I had someone on the chat, right, like 2 weeks ago, and she asked it especially for you, and boom, within minutes you were available to share your agenda and say, okay, I'm gonna help you out. So that's an extremely personal note. But delivering that value. So that's great.
And I think what it also is. One of the most important things for me is that if I make a promise to somebody, so I tell them I'm in a meeting with them, and I say, okay, I will share some information about this with you after this meeting, or I will follow up with you in a week to see how things went, and if I can help with anything else, to follow up on those promises.
Exactly.
That makes a big difference, and I can already prove to them that we are trustworthy before they become a paying customer. So I think that makes a lot of difference in the way that I approach people, but also the way they are feeling about us as a company. Because they don't just think WebinarGeek, like what you said, they ask specifically for somebody to help them because they already have that connection with that person.
Totally.
And that works really well. So
I think that's also like another thing that I think we're one of the lesser companies that does that. Like, not many companies do that. We know our customers. We know a lot of customers by name because we speak to them a lot. We speak to them on the chat. You have phone calls with them. We have people have demos with them. We see them show up in our own webinars and stuff like that. But it's also the other way around. So people recognize us and they know us by name. So of course, if you have a demo with someone, they will know, oh right, Stefan gave me a demo. So if I want to know something, Stefan is my first point of contact because I already spoke to him. Of course, we also have you. You talk a lot to your French customers because you know French. So a lot of French people will come to our chat and say, "Hey, I want to talk to Jan Willem." Because he's the French guy here.
Last week,
But it's also a really great thing that you can help people in their native language because that is for some people that's a huge barrier to overcome. To step outside of their comfort zone, use another language. Maybe you have some difficulties to understand somebody if they're not talking in their own native language. So if you can provide that help in their language, it makes it even more personal for them. So I think it works really well. And another thing about this is it's also a win for ourselves because by having these conversations and these connections with clients or potential clients, we also learn a lot more about our client base and about
what they need,
their needs, what they want from our tool, what they maybe are missing. But it also helps us on targeting on future leads or potential clients. So it just gives us a lot of information as well.
I think, exactly. And then to elaborate on that, I think that was greatly done with the new streaming app.
Definitely.
It's just, the feedback was not just we're already like 99% finished. There's time for feedback. No, it was really like an integrated part in getting it better. And
we're doing it together.
Really took the time, exactly. And then from a customer perspective, you see that your input has been taken into account into the release of software. It's awesome.
I saw a comment of someone. We did, I think, the product update from last month, and I saw a comment of someone saying that, "Oh, this is great! Like I have a list of features, and all apart from one feature is now available in the new streaming app," which is pretty epic if someone says it to you.
To the success.
And to be honest, what company does that?
Yeah.
I can't name one other company that does that. And I think that is a feedback that we get a lot from people, that we can shift so quickly or implement things. It's something that I'm really proud of, actually.
Totally.
That we really work on a base of if somebody requests something, it gets on the list. And the more requests we get, about the same topic, the higher it gets on the list.
Absolutely.
And we will make sure that it happens.
Yeah.
And that is something really nice.
Yeah.
And I also I always love the feedback that we get from people. Also, how many times I hear from a person say, wow, I just started a trial with you guys, and it was already possible the same day to book a meeting with somebody and have a personal face-to-face conversation, help with my questions, or immediately demo something from the tool. Yeah, I think that is something unheard of.
Indeed, in that phase, it's a promise for everything that will happen. You know, if you see that in that trial phase you're being helped so quickly, you know that when.
And I think something also good to mention, because we are now really focusing on the trial phase, and it's not like we say, okay, now you're from a trial to a paying customer, so now you're on your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Because our support chat is really, I wanted to say famous, but it's really not really the right word for it, but all of our clients know that if they have a problem or an issue, or they can't find something, or they don't know how it works, if they come to the chat, they will have an answer within a couple of minutes from an actual person. They're not talking with a bot.
No.
They have contact with a person who is committed to help them and to make sure that in the end of the conversation, we always close with a smile. And everybody is helped and ready to continue. So,
well, you're saying famous is not the right word, but it's not for nothing that we are rated a 4.9 out of 5 for our support. So
exactly. And
well known.
Well known, yeah,
is
definitely
maybe
celebrities.
Well known.
I think celebrities. We are chat celebrities.
I'm not a chat celebrity. I'm a celebrity just because my face is all over the website. But you could be a chat celebrity.
I want
with our French customers. You're a chat celebrity, definitely.
Yeah, your face is also on a lot of places on the website.
On a lot of places.
A lot of videos.
Yeah.
Billboards. That's the next step.
That's the next step. Yeah.
Oh, that's why you call yourself Bill as well.
It all makes sense now.
I've been discovered.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you. I love the fact that you talk about it so passionately.
Yeah.
Of course, we're all very passionate people here in the office.
Definitely.
But with you, it shows. And I think people, not just us, but also potential clients, customers, they realize that and they see that and they appreciate that.
Yeah,
so
I really hope so.
Thank you. I have one last question before we close this off, because I have an icebreaker for you. But first, Jan Willem, can you explain to me what is an icebreaker?
Well, icebreaker is a concept that we came up with for an event that we were at in Amsterdam earlier this year, and it was like an innovative way to start a conversation, like an icebreaker. And out of 50 people that you talk to during an event, we wanted to have at least one memorable discussion. Yeah. But actually now I just had an epiphany, because what we were talking about, the subject of personal conversations and relations with people, actually icebreakers do that as well, because they reveal something personal from the person you're talking to. So actually they I need to think about this.
I'm going to reveal something personal
again with this
one.
Because icebreakers, they ask.
Makes me nervous.
They ask you like, what is your? It's our statements. There are statements on the card. They ask you for a favorite, and actually the answer you pick reveals a personal trait.
It says something about my
Go
personality.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So the icebreaker that I have right here is a very, very general one. So you can interpret this however you want it, but is it physical or online?
That is a difficult one.
Yes.
Well, most of the things we do are online.
Yeah.
But even with that online, working online, I try to make it as much as physical as it can be, like it is a conversation that I should have with a person face to face. So only now I'm behind my computer screen with a camera faced on me. But besides that, it's just a normal conversation that I would have physical with a person. Yeah. So I think for me it is the perfect combination of both of them. Yeah. Because a physical conversation with somebody gives you a lot of insights also on the way that somebody responds to things that you say. Yeah. But I try to create the same thing in an online meeting. So for me, it's really a combination of both.
Hybrid.
A hybrid.
Hey.
Online physics.
I think that's a little too geeky for us.
Yeah, maybe we discovered a new term.
online physics.
Sure. Let's end with that. Thank you so much for being here, Stefan. We love to have you here on the couch. And thank you so much for watching. And of course, we will hope to see you in the next episode, which will be episode number 9. Bye.
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 Good.